Right, we are back. Episode 2. We are going in to catch up with Stefan, who is currently 6 weeks out. So we're going to go in and do a check-in with Stefan, and we have got Daire over from Switzerland in to get a pull session. So come on. How are we, bud? We good? We good. Right, we gotta go find that really tanned man over there. We're gonna go have a look at him upstairs just for a little bit of an in-person check-in. Do you wanna come up? Yeah, perfect. He's getting a pump now on his chest just to make sure that he's all covered. You what? I came in after work at half 2 last week. Like always. Nah. See, that's why you don't train in the evening time. What is it? He came in here at half 2 and he didn't get out till 6 o'clock.
I was training pose and cardio, fucking just stop it. Stout.
Right, we'll go up and have a little look at you. Switch the legs on hard. There you go. Quarter turn to the right.
Tell me something that I wanna hear.
Little flicker of the glue. Quarter turn.
This is strange, don't you agree?
Hold it there. Yeah. Right. Quarter turn to the right.
How long
Yeah. Quarter turn.
this go for?
Front double. Side chest. Yeah. Quarter turn. Give me a back double. Yeah, brother. So we've got 2-day refeed, today and tomorrow. The way we kind of work that then is, so he will check in fasted first thing in the morning tomorrow, fasted first thing Wednesday morning, and fasted first thing Thursday morning. The idea behind it is there'll be a little bit of fluid, possibly a little bit of fluid tomorrow morning and Wednesday morning from the extra carbs going in, and then by Thursday morning we'll get a more accurate look at how the body is actually, after passing the fluid, where the body is sitting, the fullness that we've gathered over the 2 days, and then that'll allow us to gather data as we're going through the back end of the prep. But this is the first refeed that we've done of the year, so we've got a good way through without needing a refeed. And I think that's the thing. Refeeds are like, some people just throw them out willy-nilly and stuff. If it's not needed, you're just throwing them in for the sake of throwing them in. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's just not needed, man. You know, food is still relatively speaking, food is not in a bad position. You know, we are pushing now, but you can see, we probably have clips, Kieran, of the first time Kieran took a couple of photos of Stefan, so we'll be able to actually compare back and see. Yeah, they'll be wild. So there's a couple of weeks in the difference there. So we've definitely jumped forward in it. But we are 6 and 6, so 6 weeks, 6 days. And we are, as I said, plan, get the qualification to do, it's either I think it's the World Championships, the PCA World Championships in the UK. Go over and do that. But I think like that, do a couple of PCA shows this year to kind of really dabble with some higher caliber athletes over in the UK and stuff as well, and do some shows and get some experience. And also because Stefan has started coaching now as well, and he's dipped his toe full time into it, I think it's great exposure. And I know from myself, from all the years of competing, it gives you just great exposure, and it gives you great content to kind of be able to show what you can do. So to be able to help out in that aspect as well is fantastic. But we are right on the money. And he's always going to be a little bit happier when there's a bit more food going in. I think it's like 700 carb or something today. So moving now. So we've got Daire in this morning. Would have been rude not to get him in, and he's home from Switzerland for a couple of days. So we are going to go through our pull session. Daire this is, well, technically yesterday would have been the last day of the growing phase.
Yeah.
Technically. So we are going to be entering into a diet phase from today. I'll be going home and updating everything for him after the session today. With the aim of beating the photo shoot we done last year. So I think massive credit is given to Daire because we done photo shoot last year and like 6 weeks out from the photo shoot, just decided we're off to Switzerland and just moved the whole way across Europe. So didn't miss a beat, kept everything on track, nailed the photo shoot, obviously got a taste for it. I think this is a big thing as well, just from a coaching perspective. So initially the goal was to put him up on stage in a natural show. And I think after a bit of a conversation and understanding workload capacity, just where he was in terms of how stressful it would be to actually get into that position, we've gone with the option of nailing a photo shoot second time round with a better look, with the option then of being able to do a show further down the line, because the stage is never going to leave anywhere, and we want to make sure that someone is in the best position to be able to fulfill that kind of standard. Now, look, if it gets to the stage where September rolls around and we're in the position to do it, so be it. But we're not actually setting it with that initial kind of goal. It's to beat the look that we done the last time around. It's pretty much what we kind of set up, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
And kind of starting the diet a little bit earlier, like a month earlier, so that we're kind of in the summer range and good weather, you know, fucking lakes and jacked and tanned and all that kind of vibe with it. So yeah, so it just worked out perfectly that the end of his growing phase was yesterday. We're starting our diet phase today. So what better way to get in and get after a heavy pull session, which we are going to do today. There you go, there. I'm thinking single arm pull down.
Yeah, that's it.
And then into a T-bar row. That sound all right?
Perfect.
Yeah. That's all right. Give it a little warm-up set, just kind of see how it feels. Make sure you're comfortable with it, and then we'll load it up. Pretty much just going to keep consistent with 2 sets across the board for everything today.
Works for me.
Yeah. Just give a little lean forward with your upper body, bring the bum back a little bit on the seat.
Yeah.
So you're in that kind of position there, right? There you go.
Yeah, that's much better.
That's it. Yeah. Just as we get back, I just don't want you to be able to kind of lean back in. I want you to be able to kind of stay locked in that kind of position. So, yeah, like there. And we're driving that elbow down into the pocket. Perfect. Just like that. Just like that. We'll try.
Try that.
Yeah. See how the ego feels today. Load up on a single arm first. Make sure that both sides are getting maximum amount of work in there. Been really accurate with it. Not too concerned about the weight today. Just trying to be really fucking accurate with everything. Bit heavy.
Let's give it a go.
Oh.
After at least.
You'll be grand. You'll be fine. Again, just focus on not leaning back too far. Just making sure we're getting the hip down, the elbow down into the hip. Staying there, right down. There you go. That's it there. Excellent. Yep. And use that hand to brace yourself. You can nearly catch that side. Lock yourself in. There you go. That's the one. Perfect there. Come on. Drive. All you, Chief. Come on, give me another one. Give me another one. Give me another one. There you go.
It is heavy.
It's heavy, isn't it? It's fucking heavy. Bro?
Yep.
Do one warm-up set and then we'll just send it out. Yeah. Whichever you're comfortable doing.
Sounds good to me.
Whatever you're comfortable kind of rocking with. Perfect. Right. So, just one little tweak I'm going to make, right?
100%.
The arm that you have the dumbbell in, I want you to bring that foot slightly forward, so that's like the lead leg, right? And that's just going to stop your hips from opening and turning over. So you're going to be able to push the hips slightly down as you're rolling back. Just again, allowing us to kind of isolate the back and that it's not rotation moving the weight.
Yep.
We don't want rotation around with the weight. Whereas even if we're two legs together, we have that option of opening out slightly. Same way if we had the same that way. Too easy for us to open out that way. So, dumbbell side, leg slightly forward with it, and we're able to get that. And it stops us being able to rotate that hip around, so it just allows us to kind of isolate it a little bit more.
I'll try it now.
Yeah, right there. And then you're just staying in that position there. There you go.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah. So, 2 sets, pretty much the same for the rest of the session. We're doing one heavy set, one kind of back off set where we're going to go kind of somewhere between 8 to 10 and then somewhere between 12 to 15 in terms of rep range with it. And we're just going to keep that for the whole session today. Yep. I just kind of plant yourself there. That's it. So, same thing. And as I said, just give it a little bend in the knee, just so that you can kind of like sit on the leg, just so that you're not kind of like relying too much on the hand by being too up. You just sit yourself down so you can feel the weight on that leg. So good. I'm going to get you to, I'm going to make it harder to set without actually like changing too much, right? So what we're going to do here is instead of having ourselves in this position here, where we can kind of use that as a like a bit of a brace, right? I'm going to get you to come in like that, so that we're like leaning on the forearm nearly.
Okay.
Now, I'll sometimes rest my head on it, but we're just kind of in this position here, right? So it's going to make us work a little bit harder. It's going to put us in a little bit more of a hinged position as well.
Okay.
So that it's a little bit more of like a scoop. So if you picture like the letter J, that's the kind of arc that we're going with.
Yeah.
So when we set up into it, set up as normal, obviously, get yourself ready. All right. Going to come into that position there. Again, just a way to make a set heavier and that you feel like you're doing more work without actually loading it heavier with weight or anything like that.
Yeah.
Again, just takes away the chance of getting sloppy.
I get you.
By stripping the weight back and you can kind of load it a little bit more accurately into it. Yeah, come on now. There we're working. Come on. Good. Jesus. Again, it's just so body position is a little bit more hinged over. We're getting a little bit more of a drag back
Yeah.
in that kind of direction rather than a up and down in that direction. So by doing that, instead of this, you're forcing someone to come over a bit more. So you're forcing them to hinge over a bit more so that they can't actually stand up, because if your forearm starts to come away from the bench,
You can't move. Like,
you're gone completely. So there's nothing actually holding you there. So it's just a way as well to get someone a little bit more hinged over, a little less reliant on this hand helping to drive. And then it allows you to kind of really focus on just
in your back.
getting that side to do all the work.
100%. That's that anyway.
Just little bits and pieces that you can kind of manipulate a setup to get someone to get a little bit more out of it.
Yeah.
Without kind of actually taking away from the exercise.
Or upping the weight or whatever, yeah. Makes sense.
Right,
Again.
last one, Daire. Let's go nice and strong again there, buddy. Nice and strong there, Chief. Yeah, good. The elbows come out a little bit, really trying to wrap the shoulder blades together as we're coming back, and letting the upper and mid back do the majority of the work here. Little stretch out, let the shoulders roll forward, getting the back to retract first, and then pulling back so that the arms aren't doing the work at the start. So just getting that back kind of coming in first. So little retraction first and then getting it all going together rather than letting the hands jerk the initial movement.
Sure.
And just trying to load a little bit more just through the thickness, through that upper back staple through here. There you go there. And then just leave there. Yeah, probably you can rag it in and we can strap up and stuff. I don't actually think we'll need too much more weight on it.
Probably not, no. Maybe up in that position.
When you change the arm position and you change the pathway, it does change how the load feels as well. So
Pretty humbling.
As I said at the start of the session, it's not so much about the load, it's just about how accurate we're being with it. You can swing the weight from A to B all you want. If we're not actually targeting and getting what we want out of the set, it's kind of to a certain degree irrelevant and pointless. Doesn't really make sense. So as I said, because we're loading and trying to load and bias the upper back here, strip the weight back a little, make sure that everything is absolutely dialed in and we're getting as much as we can out of it. I want to get as much return for as little effort as I possibly can across the whole session. Yeah.
Have you enough in that position?
Yeah, that's
Humbling enough. Like.
that's heavy. That's heavy for what that is. Oh God. Jesus. Tell you what, we've been making good fucking progress through that session.
100%, yeah.
What is it, 21st third? Flying through it. Love
Camera
that.
out more often.
Love that. There, you just pull it straight off my hand, alright? Beautiful. Yeah. Big squeeze. There we go. Yeah. Very squeeze through. There we go, buddy. Beautiful. That's it. Lovely stuff. Let's go. Come on. And again. There you go.
Cheers. Play for close.
I'm going to give him a little bit of grace here as well. He's about 12, 13 kilo heavier than me at the minute. So he's got a little bit of leeway here.
I'm glad you admit that.
He's got a little bit of leeway here. I'm not going to do them like completely dirty like that. I just love doing a couple of sets of pull-ups to failure. No like rep scheme or anything on it, just jump up, do a couple of sets. I just like being able to do just body weight exercise as well. Even sometimes as a warm-up, you know, when you're just trying to get into a session, banging out a couple of pull-ups and just kind of getting into like a string of things, and just something about a pull-up. So anyone that can just do like a bust of body weight exercises, push-ups, dips, pull-ups. Like when you can do those with your body weight for reps and sets, that's a true sign of strength. Do you know what I mean? That I think is a really good sign of strength.
At the end of our photo shoot prep, like I remember doing pull-ups at the end of a session.
Yeah,
like back to 15.
100%.
Like nothing. Now I can't even do fucking 7. Like.
Here you're like, what? You're like, Jesus, it's time to start dieting.
Yeah, 100%. I'm ready. Here to show off.
I have to be able to mark you off somehow. I'm like, you know, you've come in looking full as a fucking house, ready to move some weight. I'm like, I have to be able to like,
I have to do something like.
I have to be able to humble him somehow so that he'll easier going, do you know what? Need to give me shit together.
Yeah. Need to start this diet today.
By the way, as well, for the first growing phase, we've done incredibly well, especially considering, you know, you've been away from home and all that with work stress and all that. Like, kept it very tidy. We're like, is it like 15, 16 kilo up? Thereabouts.
Yeah.
In relatively.
No tires around the waist.
No, like there's no, we're no Pirelli anyway, for sure. You know what I mean? And it's really set us up to enter into a diet phase now with a very, very, very different expectation, start point, and then the expectation at the back end of it.
Yeah.
It's been very, very different because the first photo shoot, Jesus, we took off
50 pounds it was, I think.
like nearly,
Oh, that 25
was it
kilo.
like 25 kilo?
But, yeah.
Between 25, 30 kilo for the first photo shoot.
30 actually, yeah, I think you're right.
Close to
Sorry.
30 kilo we took off for the photo shoot last year. So to be in the position now where we're starting obviously in such a good place, with also the experience of dieting before in our favour, really sets up an exciting kind of couple of months.
No moving country either in the middle of it, so.
You've already done that. You've already done that. You're settled in over there now. And I think, you know what, and I know I said it to you in one of the check-ins and stuff like that when we were talking about the move and stuff, that it's a chance for you to be really selfish and not have to really worry the fact that you're taken away from anyone else, because you're not at home
on your own anyway.
taken away from anyone. So whereas when we're at home and obviously you've got partners, you've got kids, family life, work life, etc., that you have to kind of balance when you're doing this. In Daire's position, we're balancing work life and then getting absolutely peeled because there's no one else really around that you're taken away from. So you either look at it as I'm by myself here, or we go, okay, yes you are, but let's make the most of it while we're in this situation. Instead of looking at it as a negative, let's look at it as a positive, put a positive spin on it, get what we want out of the time over there, which, and I know we spoke about that Christmas, exactly what you're over there for a reason, to get your shit and then come back. But like, why not capitalize on the time while you're away as well? You know? And I think that's the big thing. It's like, if you've got the time and the opportunity to capitalize on it, absolutely silly not to.
100%.
You know, and that's why. And I think the last video I think I said it at the start, like before Sadie arrived, the year before or 2 years before Sadie arrived, like myself and Rachel just had a big selfish year. We were like Alicante, Manchester, Norway, New York. We just travelled knowing that we weren't going to be able to do it
For another while, like.
you know, that kind of way. So you just take advantage of those situations while you have it.
Well, you can.
And that's kind of the position that we're in, which is a real bonus.
Not a bad one.
Like it is. Like I know don't get me wrong. I think all of us would prefer to be just at home in the comfort of your own gaff, but you turn that situation into a positive for you and what you can get out of it, and you come back then in the best position that you can come back in.
Exactly.
Like otherwise you're over there and you're just coming back to be fucking in a worse position. Like it makes no sense. Like. Let's go. It's the leads. Come on, that's it. Finish up strong now. That's the one.
Cause you thought that someone somewhere might be calling out your name. As the fly inside the clockwork skews our features as they're hammered on the page. Oh, ain't it strange? Do you feel the rain? Do you feel the rain?
That's it, Daire. That's it, buddy. Keep going now. I have the one of those that I can finish.
Oh, the XXS. Job done.
Job done. Job done. Another session in the books. Only God's love.
Sorry, I thought you were doing north side.
Oh no, I'm old and done. I'm old and done. That was a nice session.
That was great.
I enjoyed that session. I actually liked that session. A little bit different. So that is a wrap on another day. We've got a couple of big weekends coming up very soon. Got the first show very soon. Susan will be up, and then shortly after that, we'll be making the same trek back up for Stefan's show. But we'll also hopefully have Daire back before the end of the summer, or just at the end of the summer, when we lock in the dates for when he's going to be jacked, tanned, and handsome, and then we'll get him back in, and we'll be able to compare as the session goes. But as always, appreciate you coming in.
Appreciate it. Thank you.